Guys, today I want to introduce you. Guys, I want to introduce you to a scholarship that allows you to study in the EU, in Netherlands to be precise, even if you are not an EU citizen. So, which means this scholarship is for non-EU citizens, and application is ongoing for master's degree at the University of Twente. So today I'm going to be introducing you to this prestigious scholarship. You're going to see for this scholarship, actually, it ranges from 3,000 to 22,000 pounds per year. And again, this scholarship, you do not need to, I mean, for the application even into this school, you don't need to pay any application fee. You're going to study free of cost. You're going to get stipend to help with your living expenses. So I'm going to take you through this prestigious scholarship. Application deadline is February 1st, 2025 and May 2025. So at the moment, application is ongoing. So I would like you to pay attention as I take you through all of this. I'm going to be taking you through this video in details, but some of the things you need to know and you need to meet up with for you to get selected are listed there. You can see application for the youth scholarship is a procedure separate from the application fee, which means once you've done the application, you can actually come back to do the application for this scholarship separate, okay? And you must be having a professional admission, okay? And this could take up to 8 weeks to be processed, so you have to apply on time, and you must be a student, have a student number, which means you must have done your registration, and you must not have graduated from the University of Twente because there is a separate application for them, and a number of other things. But for IELTS, for those who require IELTS, if you have 6.5 IELTS, that's fine. And for TOEFL is about 90, so that means it's quite achievable. Well, guys, I'm gonna take you through this in detail. So I want us to go through my screen now and get all the application in detail. So guys, stay tuned as we go through this. But then, if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. For those who have been in touch with me, you will realize I've not been, very stable these days because I've been running some projects and I'm done with it now. So I'm going to give you the attention which I used to give you earlier before. So please hang around and let's get it done. Cheers, guys. Yeah, my name is Martin from Traveling. Previously used Finance Oracle. Yeah, today we'll be telling you about how you can achieve a $0 study program in the Netherlands and probably in some other countries, which I may tell you if I have enough time. But now I'll be telling you about one of the prestigious school in Netherlands. But for those who are new to my channel, I will be telling you about my channel in brief. Yeah, my channel is mainly focused on traveling abroad, either through education or through work and other areas like conferences and other ways you could actually travel out of your country to a country where you're gonna be relaxed. So you can see I've done a lot of videos. You can just check them out on my channel to see videos on scholarships, videos on permanent residency, work permit, vocational educations, all the routes you can ever think of. And what I do is I try to give you this information at real time and I make them as natural as possible. Yes, I will not get all the view and attention because I do not want to sugarcoat it. I want to say what is possible and what is obtainable, and it all depends on you. So you can actually come to my page to see what I've done so far. Well, guys, if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like it. Like I said today, I'm going to be telling you about how you can study in Netherlands and move to Netherlands. But Netherlands is one of the best country you can ever think of when it comes to moving abroad, especially in Europe. Is one of the top European countries, and I'm gonna be telling you about that. So, well, the school I'm gonna be telling you about is University of Twente. Yeah, so and this is gonna be how you can study abroad and free, of course, at University of Twente, where they've got a lot of technology. You can see even from the picture or the image you saw on the screen shows you that the school is technologically driven. And if you're someone who wants to do courses like medical engineering or biotechnology, this is also one of the latest schools you can ever take if you want to do engineering, or any kind of science, physics, even business and finance. This is one of the top schools you could ever think of. So they are doing almost every course you think of, but then the good thing is that they are good at it. You can see sort of vertical farmers and all that. But anyway, this is just to give you a highlight of what the school looks like. So I'm gonna be taking you to show you all you need to know about this school and how you can actually enroll and all that, the scholarship opportunities and wherever it is, so you can see what they look it looks like studying there. So let's go back to their scholarship page, which I'm going to be dropping for you this link. So don't bother about this link, okay? Yeah. So today's University of 20 scholarship. In short form is U2S, okay? Yeah, that is a scholarship. Yeah. Well, if you're trying to get a support, you can hit up here to, um, you know, book an appointment to get a support. Otherwise, you just come to University of 20 Scholarship, which is UTS. It's a scholarship for excellent students from non-EU or EER countries applying for a graduate program, master's degree at the University of 20 and become one of the most promising UT students, exclusive opportunity to take part in an intake for one of the three honors program, research honor, design honor, or change leader. So these are all opportunities for you. Now I'm going to be telling you about the scholarship value. The scholarship value ranges from £3,000 to £22,000 for 1 year. Approximately 50 scholarships are available. So that means that a lot of scholarships are available. I mean, but then this is also on the first come first serve basis, right? Though there are other things which they are going to be looking at, like academic performance and stuff like that. Okay. So if you have applied for any of the 2 years program, you make sure you read the information about 2 years. So the program below where you can see everything they mean. Then you're gonna be available. You're gonna be qualified to partake in this. Okay, but then sure or take note that the scholarship is meant for as a compensation for study related costs. It is up to you, up to the scholarship student to decide how to spend the money. No cost, e.g., tuition fees will be paid on your behalf. So the beautiful thing about this scholarship, unlike most of the scholarship we've ever seen, is that most of the scholarship they're gonna be paying your tuition fee or they're gonna give you living expenses or both. But for this, they don't care what you're gonna do with it, in as much as it's just within your study, whether it's for feeding, whether it's for tuition fee, whether it's for accommodation, whether it's for your traveling transport, that's fine. So which means if someone have already paid your tuition fee and you get this, then it's gonna be a plus for you, to enjoy your yeah, the opportunity and all that and get things ready for your studies and stuff like that. Yeah, so now yeah, 2 years course programs are what you need for you to qualify, okay? And in case of such program, student can receive an additional UTS of an amount equal to that in the first year to cover the expenses of the second year. So for this, they're gonna give you for the first year, and you can also receive an additional scholarship, which will also equal the same amount to cover the cost for the first year. However, this scholarship will only be continued during the second year when students meet up the process requirement for the UTS. So you must be regular in terms of attendance, in terms of performance, and all that is for you to be able to get in for the second year. For the first year, not going to take it away from you, but the second year you may lose it if you are not up to date. Okay, so there are things you need to do. You have to obtain an average grade of 7 out of 10. So which looks good. You're gonna be getting 70 over 100 at the end of the third quarter of the first year, and you need at least 50% of European credits. Okay, at the end of the third quarter of the first year. So if you get any of these two or both of both requirement, then you're gonna be eligible for additional scholarship. And additional scholarship can be awarded to UTS recipient only for programs started in September 2025. So if you do any program which starts in other times, you may not be able to get this. So that's why it is important to take note of this. Okay, and you need to apply for a University of 20 scholarship in order to be eligible for the Kipali scholarship, okay, which is an additional scholarship. Um, well, if you're interested in and eligible for the Kipaji scholarship, we advise you to indicate your interest in the application motivation. So, while you're applying and you're eligible, interested in this additional scholarship, you must identify or you must indicate, okay? And this Kipaji scholarship has additional requirement, so you need to make sure you check the information of the Kipaji scholarship program, which I'm going to be taking you, okay? Then there are master's program which are eligible. So just sit up this place and check out applied maths, applied physics, biomedical engineering, which they are very famous in this, business administration, chemical science and engineering, civil engineering. You can go through all of them. You can see there are many of them, right? So if there are many of them, that means I don't have to go through all of them. It's gonna take me a lot of time. So you can hit up to see more information. Then there are countries too which they will allow to apply for this scholarship. So let me minimize this here. Look at the countries which are eligible, not all countries. Of course, EU countries are not eligible. You can say Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Americans, Samoa, Andorra, Angola, Angola. That's quite difficult for me. Anyway, some of those countries out there, I'm not gonna pronounce all of them. Of course, you go down, you're gonna see, yeah, Dominica, El Salvador, yeah, Fiji Island, French Guinea, and all of them. Let us look at India and Hong Kong. Wow, I didn't know Hong Kong is gonna be eligible. I thought that maybe they're gonna not gonna deal with Taiwan, but anyway, can see Taiwan countries. Liberia, Lebanon, Lesotho, Marco. Okay, they are not really looking at just four countries, but they are looking at countries outside of EU. Yeah, you can see Nigeria. You know, all that country. Pakistan is there. Panama is there. Sierra Leone, South Africa, Ghana, all those countries are all part of the countries which are eligible. So, guys, this is about the countries, so I'm going to minimize it so that I can forge ahead with other things. Okay, there are so many countries, it's over almost 200 countries anyway in total. So I gotta minimize it and look at the application deadline is either February 1st or May 1st. So it all depends on when you need it. Application requirement is quite important for you to take note, okay? Because there are things you need to be eligible to apply into University of Trinity scholarship. You should meet all of the requirements, so then you need to be careful. Listen carefully. Yeah, for this application, um, it is a procedure, separate from the application for course entry. So you must do a separate application, okay? And regardless of funding, you will need to gain an academic admission letter first. So if you don't have academic admission letter, then you won't be eligible, okay? And you also need a provisionally, or you also need to be provisionally admitted to one of the qualifying UT master program, not any of the program, but those which I've just told you about, okay? And you also need to be from the countries which I've also told you about, okay? Then you also should know that this may take up to 8 weeks before you receive a result. So do not wait till it is late for you to apply. When you need the money, apply really on time, okay? You must have a student number, so that means you must have been admitted, okay? And you have not graduated from the UT undergraduate program. So it is for people who have graduated from some other places. You also need to comply with a condition of obtaining an entry visa to Netherlands. If you've not done that, then it's not gonna work for you. Okay, you need to comply with the general English language test requirement of IELTS 6.5 or TOEFL IBT or of 90, 90. Um, an additional 6.0, TOEFL IBT 20 on the subscore of speaking skill, okay? And you are not eligible for a Dutch study loan. So if you are eligible for Dutch study loan, then that will be your priority because this is for their people. That's why they've said this for EU countries. And the University of Trinity scholarship is a scholarship for excellent students. Typically, this means that you belong to the best 5 to 10% of your class. You're not gonna just be like a nobody and apply for this, okay? Yeah, there are key things to know that UTS is not available for Dutch and current UT students. The UTS is not available for EU students. The UTS is not available for master's program at the Faculty of Information Science and Earth Observation. They've got their own separate scholarship, and the UTS is not available for the pre-master's program. Okay, it must be for the full master's program, which I've listed. And the application deadline I've already said is you can see for this one, round one is it opens in 15th of October and it closes in 1st of February. And the round two opens in 1st of February and close in 1st of May. So this is about it. So how to apply? You just need to you have to apply for a master's program first, and once you've done that and you've gotten admission, you can apply for the scholarship with your student number, and fill up all the information which are required. So if you want to apply, this is where you can come to apply for University of Trinity scholarship. Okay, then but be aware that, like I've said earlier on, that this scholarship actually you can get an additional scholarship, which is the King Kipaji scholarship, which I'm going to be showing you the requirement. Okay, Yeah, the Kibaji scholarship is also up to 12,000 euro per year. Okay, and look at the overview of the estimated cost of living in Netherlands. Should you want to see that, which is going to be getting what covers it. So it still has to be people within these courses and also people within this country, which I've told you. And the requirement is not too far from the previous one, but in order to be eligible for this Kipaji scholarship, you need to be a recipient of the University of Twente scholarship. Without it, you cannot get this because it is an additional scholarship. Okay, in order to qualify for Kipaji scholarship, applicants should meet the requirement of University of Twente scholarship. Additional applicant must have the nationality of one of the DSC countries, which I've shown you. Okay, these are the least developed country and other low income countries. Okay, and you must have obtained a BSc in their home country or neighboring country, not in US where it is not within that area, so they're not gonna honor it. Or even in University of Twente is not gonna be honored. Okay, yeah, the Kipaji scholarship can ensure that you receive a full scholarship and you have achieved good grade for their pre-masters program, average of 8/10, and submit a motivation letter stating how they intend to use their studies at the University of Twente to increase and enhance the scientific level of or for entrepreneurial purposes in their home country. So these are all the requirements. I had to apply for this. So you can see that in order to apply for this, you need to be a recipient of the University of Twente, which I've said earlier on, and you just refer to the website to see the requirement which I've shown you. So once you've done this, then this is fine. The faculty of the program nominated you for the Kipaji scholarship. Upon request for the faculty, you may need to submit a motivational letter stating how you intend to use your studies at the University of Twente to increase, enhance the scientific level or for entrepreneurial process in your home country. Okay, and please indicate in your motivational letter that in UATS scholarship that you also wish to apply for Kipaji scholarship when you meet the criteria. So because once you are doing your first application, you have the opportunity to actually mention this. Okay, yeah. So once you do that, then you're gonna be eligible for this. So guys, this is about how to apply for this. Okay, you can see the University of Texas scholarship like a flow chart, how everything works. Anyway, you can explore this school also to see more information about it. So guys, this is what I have for you, and I'm gonna be wrapping up here. Do not forget that at Travel Links we have a lot of information that will help you to move abroad, and we've got videos over 280 videos. Which we've made. So, guys, that means that we've got a lot of resource for you. So, it is important for you to, subscribe to our channel and be part of this community. I wish you the best of luck, guys. See you in my next video. Cheers.